Hey guys, welcome to Ira channel. So today we're gonna talk about Diton Rio. I know I made full review on this, but there's some questions maybe, and I want to just answer some questions and just go for a ride today. I didn't ride the bike since probably last review video because been too busy, but I like this bike. Also, I noticed when I was riding the bike some noises was, so I didn't really tighten up the headlight and mounting well. So you need to tighten them up once you receive it. Make sure all the bolts and nuts always checked before you start to ride. Don't be like me. So this bike actually not the same as you can probably see on many other videos. Not only for look but also the performance. I know some people ask me about this bike versus to other brand like Move Can. There's a lot of budget bicycles and they are not the same. So this bike actually not really good for pedaling. I would say you can still pedal it, but I would not prefer to pedal it because I'm 5'11" feet tall and the crank arms are a little bit long. I know they're gonna do some updates in the future, improvement on my feedback and some other feedback. So soon enough they're gonna be better, much better bike. Soon enough price might be increased, of course. So if you're looking for a nice bicycle, this one is great. But let's talk about what's the difference between. So this bike you can pedal if you want to, but most people will prefer not to pedal it. Okay. This bike is great as with throttle only. Currently I'm riding on the single motor. The peak power can go up to about 1300, a little bit above 1300 on the flat ground. It might go more probably. That's what they stated on the motor, 1500. So the top peak power would be about 3000 with both motor on. The single motor, it will provide you very smooth acceleration, and also when you're going over the bumps, it's very nice shocks, the rear and front. So you get dual shock, and this fork actually more premium versus if you're buying the budget one, like for example a Move Can or some other brand, they would be a little bit more budget. This one is aluminum fork with a preload adjustment, compression adjustment, so you're getting better parts. Also you're getting a premium display. You can see both motor peak on both side over here, so I can see front motor, and then when I click on the tap twice on the, let's see one more time, rear motor. I'm gonna do dual motors now. Okay, so now it's dual motor, and now I can see both peak power is activated. In the middle I can see the power. Also I see pedal assist, odometer reading, percentage of the battery, and the time of riding. So it does provide you a lot of information. It does come with a horn, turn signals, and headlight. So people try to compare the difference in price. So this bike is $16.99 right now, but I do have coupon in description which will be extra $200. They decided to keep this coupon, the one I have, before they sell out. So currently there is only a few left. I think I talked to them last week, they have only 10. Now it's probably less. In yellow, the blue already sold out, but they told me they may have at the end of the month in August. Wow, I'm gonna slow down, and the brakes work great on this bike as well, so I'm gonna go slow so you can hear me better. So the blue will be, as they told me, is a 4 or 5 will arrive at the end of this month in August. So if you're lucky enough to catch the blue while it's available, maybe it was out of pre-order, so I'm not sure if it will be available or not. But currently they have only yellow. The yellow looks amazing. It's have some puru so it's like metallic color. So you can also paint it if you want to and remove the sticker from the side if you want to change. But this is a very nice bike. It's more premium because it comes with aluminum frame. It's a custom frame. Nobody have the same frame, so you're gonna be riding the bicycle which is not like producing 100 bicycle like some other manufacturer does. So this one was more custom. Also, it's made by the factory which pretty much known as well. I don't want to disclose the company because they try to be, this one is a premium, the other productions they do it's more budget, but they're moving this new brand they're creating, Diton. It's gonna be copyright and trademark registered. So let's see how fast I can go here. Very smooth on both motor, easy, 32, 34, 35, 36, very quick acceleration. And let's talk about acceleration on this versus some other bicycles. This one is 48-volt system, but it's a very quick acceleration and very responsive. .34 on GPS, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28. Okay, so got 38 miles an hour based on GPS. But again, it's not all about the speed on this bike. The quality, build of the frame, handlebars, the grips, everything, headlight, everything is premium on this bike. Turn signals, brakes are good. So it's very good price, I think. And you may want to compare it to 52-volt system because you can buy for cheaper 52-volt system. But I'm gonna go to the small street over here, turn right. You can buy probably 52-volt system, and it will be probably not as powerful or not as fast. And there's a reason why, because they're using good controllers. They use actually the same controller like Ghost Cat from the same company. I don't know if I even should tell you guys, but the person who designed this bike frame, they also designed the Ghost Cat frame. Okay, so it's basically well-known designer, but again, every bicycle they make very popular become. So this bicycle, nobody reviewed it because I was exclusive person who in contact with Diton right now. In the future, they might start to, once they start to bring more bicycles, they want to test it out, this one first. More people will start to review. But I can tell you, there is no other bike I tried which would have the same performance, same power, same kind of design and unique, same like quality frame and a lot of future. Let me just stop here for a second and to show you. So it is looking great bike. Even so, I'm recording on the GoPro. It have about, looks like 80mm travels, maybe 100 the fork. Okay, so it's by Chiang. Everybody asking what kind of tires. It's by Chiang. It's nobody using these tires because they're expensive. Most likely you will not see them on other bicycles. They Chiang flat tire. So that's what it says. It is more premium tires on this bike. The motor, everything nice by Diton branded. The shocks is good on this bike as well. The headlight, it comes with everything. The seat, it's soft. So in this price range you can get many other dual motors bicycle, probably even 60-volt system. Yeah, 60-volt system you can get as well. But if you want e-moped style, yeah, this one is pretty good. So far I got 38 miles an hour. I think it depends on the weather. Also, I noticed when you start to ride the bicycle, since I tested right away almost. When you start to ride the bike, usually after 5 or 10 or 20 miles, all this lubrication get better, so the motor will work better and you can get better speed. But it comes with two controllers. Some of the bike, like 60-volt system I tried, they use single controller for both motors. Many brands they do single controller. This one have two, and each motor actually 1000 continuous power. So peak power would be up to 13. That's what I saw, but they claim up to 1500 based on the motor information. What else? Let's go further. The handlebar is very wide, so this bike actually really nice. You can buy a mod, like if you want faster. I would not buy this bike if you want faster, but because it's already fast, 36, 37, 38 miles an hour, depend on your weight. So it's right now battery fully charged. Right now I see like 91%, but it's all vary on your weight. So if you're a heavy person, of course it will be a little bit slow, but it's very smooth. And also the throttle, you control the speed with the throttle like motorcycle. So some bicycle, when you throttle, it will go all the way to the top speed. With this bike you can control the speed. You can go like 20 miles an hour, or you can go 25, depend on how much you turn this throttle. That's also very great. The only things I was surprised, like some noises coming from the front, but actually it was my fault not to attaching the headlight correctly. Didn't tighten. I actually tightened with my hands only. So again, let's go further. And it's very similar to Ghostcat as pedaling. I would say very similar to Ghostcat F3 or F3X. Same kind of pedaling you would have. Your feet will go all the way up, but they should improve it. Should you buy this bike? Well, if you want e-moped style, then it's a good price. And display pretty much accurate with the GPS speed. I'm not trying to go fast because somebody opens the door and I can crash. A lot of people, like right now, you see, like coming out. I'm not trying to go fast on the bike lane unless I drive right as a car lane. Then I can go faster. And this bike very stable on the road. That's what I like it. Also, it's a good climber in the hills with both motor. Can easily climb the hill. Actually, pretty fast. Easy 34 miles an hour. So for example, I tested a Gnocchi here, 52-volt system. Well, it's only 30 or 31 miles an hour, that's it, based on GPS. Cannot really go faster, but let's go this way. I riding the bicycle, I can go this way. I tested, so Ghostcat can go up to 35 with me on top. So this one is not really as Ghostcat because it's totally different. It's more heavy. It's good for city riding. I would not ride this one off-road. You can, but like just riding, but not like jumping and stuff. You should carry you in hills easy with throttle only. You don't really have to pedal the bike even off-road in the hills, but it is very nice acceleration. Over here it's a nice street. We're gonna go to the uphill over here, and it's just doing very good. 36, easy. Gonna be deep over here. 37 actually I got. So I just release the throttle and go again. It's a flat. Now we're going to the hill. So it's just flying to the hill, and then I have to stop because this guy turning looks like. Okay, slow down. So it is very powerful. The throttle is good, responsive. So far it's doing very well. So if you're interested to check out the full review, I'm gonna have it in description as well. Okay, so I do have full information about this bike. The assembly was not as hard. It's pretty basic, attaching the wheel and everything else. Over here I'll be downhill, but not a lot, but and I'm gonna go to the park over here. So this bike looks like doesn't have any cruise control and no app. I know that people like want something what they don't have usually. Like for example, nobody wants app, but then when you don't have it, oh, I want to have app. Oh, this bike have dual motors. Okay, I want only single motors. No problem. This bike can be ridden as a single motor, dual motors, front motor, rear motor. You basically push power button, like click twice, and you can change front, rear, or dual, and push power button one more time, and you're gonna have full control with both motor. What I like right now, well, it's a little bit spinning, but not a lot. It has very good grips because of the tires. So again, this bike is well worth the 1500 right now, and I believe there is no tax probably, regardless where you live. I'm not sure if they ship to New York. You might want to check, but the battery is 25 amp 48 volt system. Can you attach another battery? Probably yes, with a splitter. You can do like with balancer, and there's space underneath. You can insert, like buy aftermarket and put a larger battery. So there should be no problem to do that. This bike well worth the money. Also, not because it's aluminum, but also it's just okay. We'll get to the and this one is very nice ranch. Used to be a historic place actually. Let me park here. So the bike actually it's made really well. It's aluminum frame, as I said before. This one is a steel. It's removable basket, and you can insert battery. You can install the battery and replace the basket because there's also 4 bolts options. I would not really do anything to this bike. It's already looking amazing, but it's all up to you. So why I think it's a good deal? Well, you can see the bike, the speed. I know many people want to go to 40 miles an hour. This one is pretty fast, I think, 36, 37. Depend on the up to 38 miles if you're a lighter person, but I'm 215 pounds. Anything above 35, I think it's very fast. You can restrict the speed to go slow, of course, in the settings, if you want to go street legal. So it comes with both motors. You can use single motor, front or rear, or both. It's all total up to you, easy to switch by clicking on the power button twice. So this is one of the newest model from Diton, but they're planning to make some other bicycles as well. It's not made by just brand new company. Behind the brand there is a manufacturer which produced many bicycles before, so don't be surprised why it's looking so good. And everything on this bike, it's actually pretty good. not only by quality for this price range. Of course, you're not gonna see Fox fork. It's not gonna be downhill fork. Like, it's not like very expensive. You cannot have $2,000 fork on $1,500 bike. Just to make sure you understand, when I'm saying it's good, I mean good for the price you pay. I think this bike well worth around $2,000 based on design with performance. For example, you buy DRT, they are like about 2,599. Keep overheating all the time. This bike don't overheat with me, okay? And it's going a little bit faster even. This bike has more power than DRT from Ride One Up. This bike has more power than Ghost Cat, even 52-volt system. So it's 48-volt system, but due to the controller, due to the tuning, it's as powerful. Actually, it has more power when you use both motors. Should you buy it? Total up to you. It's amazing look. I think if you buy one when you want to have a e-moped style, you're gonna be very happy. If you can find cheaper one, yes, you can find cheaper one with a steel frame. With this, many companies bring them up, mass production, which has a pretty generic frame usually, or if it's not really generic, but they usually steel. The steel frame costs much cheaper. Also, it will rust. Also, they use a cheaper fork on these bicycles, cheaper controller, and cheaper motors, and of course the tires. So you're basically getting exactly what you pay for. You're getting premium bike. And if you have any questions, comment below. I think there's only a few left, so they will not have any new until like new shipment until next month, so September or even November. So once they sell out, they will probably do pre-order, or I'm not sure 100% if they do pre-order, but again, this one is the first batch, one of the first batch, so they already sold most of them. They have a few left. I think when I talked to them, it was about 10. It was about a week ago. Now it might be even less. I know like people want to see more reviews, but I can tell you there will be no review until probably next batch, new production, because they didn't plan to make reviews. This company actually don't really do send out bicycles to YouTubers, and a lot of YouTubers want to do review. I know, like, but again, they don't do that as some other brand, but they do try to make the bicycle best, because one owner of the company also rides the bicycles and he also tests it himself. So everything done on the bike is basically his baby. Same like Ghost Cat, like very well done, and this basically as powerful, even more powerful, but in more budget price right now. They just want to test it out to see what people's reaction is, and they will come up with more bicycles, and also they're gonna deliver more. This is a 48-volt system. I don't feel any difference between 52-volt system. Usually I would feel much, but it has everything nice. I know you're gonna say, oh, okay, I'm promoted. Yes, I promote this bike as anybody do, any YouTuber does, anybody who is demonstrates a bike, they usually promote it. And again, if you buy one of the bicycle below, you're gonna save $200. They only have like probably 5 or 6 maybe left, I don't know. If you're lucky enough and you want to ride this bike in the summer, I recommend to get one now. Thank you guys for joining this trip. I just want to make this video before they sell out, because the next batch is going to be, I don't know when, it's going to be later. And about support, well, support is should be good. If you have any issue with this problem with the bike, you can contact me so I can reach out to the owner of this company as well. But I know they are responsive. They are sending parts if needed to replace. They can do troubleshoot as well. But as a new brand setup, they do work on the set it up customer service. dedicated team, and also to be more responsive as well. So they are gonna improve as well. So far they didn't have many bicycles, so they only like have 40 or 50 pieces. Okay, so they're gonna bring more, since a lot of demand for this model so far. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for joining.